You're listening to the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast, where we chat with real estate experts from across the province to learn what's happening in the real estate market. Here's your host, Ron Quaroni.
Hey everyone, my name is Ron Quaroni, and this week on the podcast, we're hearing from me. I'm going to be running you through that first step, starting the process of the mortgage application, and why mortgage professionals are a great place to start in the home buying and refinancing process. So let's start with what brokers and associates do. We're the conduit between the lender and the borrower. Lenders could be the bank or what we call monoline lenders, a type of lender that only deal with one type of loan, in our case, mortgages. We help clients like you find mortgage products that specifically fit your needs. So where to begin? Well, it's as easy as dialing 290-4438 and saying, "Hi Ron, I hear you're a mortgage associate." This is where your expectation of the process and reality tend to deviate. Getting a mortgage is one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, and it should not be a 30-second conversation about what's your best rate. Rate is important, but other questions could make a much bigger impact on your long-term financial health and sanity. Questions like, are you looking for a variable or fixed mortgage? If fixed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, why a mortgage term beyond 5 years could be a huge financial mistake. How new are you to Canada? Do you need a line of credit on the mortgage? 20% down payment or lower, why it matters. Where's the down payment coming from? Portability from one province to another. Plans around lump sum payments. Do you get a bonus from work or do you work on commission? Who's going on the title? How long have you been on the job? Are you planning on buying a vehicle while in the process of buying a home? A big no-no unless you talk it over with your broker ahead of time. Are your part-time hours guaranteed? Are you banking in just one location? Do you own other real estate? Do you own too much real estate? Was your previous mortgage insured? Do you know that you need money for closing costs? Are you knocking down an existing home and building? Are you buying a fix and flip? I know that might have been overwhelming for some of you, and I hope you're not scared off because it's not up to you to know all of those questions ahead of time. It's up to your mortgage professional to get answers to all of those questions, and then they can answer your question, what's your best rate? But why was the previous information important? Well, it might mean the difference between you getting approved or declined on the mortgage application. Or even worse, something changes 2 years down the road and you're now trying to break that mortgage commitment. But breaking the commitment means having to pay tens of thousands of dollars because you didn't fully understand the mortgage product you signed up for. Now that I've gathered the intel, it's time for you to provide the documents. So what do we need to see? A 90-day history of the down payment, which includes all of the accounts the down payment has been in. If your down payment has been gifted, partly or fully, a gift letter will be required, as well as confirmation that the money has been deposited in your account. Confirming your employment. If you're employed at a 40-per-hour-week job, we'll need to see a letter of employment on company letterhead. It should include your wage, start date, and position. You'll also want to provide your most recent pay stub. If you work on commission or bonus, overtime hours, we'll need to see that your most recent T4s. And for folks who are self-employed, we need to see your 2 most recent years full T1 generals and 2 of your most recent years notice of assessments. After we've confirmed you've got money coming in, we'll need to see a void check of the account of where you would like your mortgage payment to come from. Once you have an accepted offer, we'll need to see some information on the house, the MLS listing, the agreement of purchase and sale, as well as the counter offers. This is provided by your real estate agent. Lastly, we'll need to see your lawyer information, or if you would like me to recommend one to you. Keep in mind, there is likely more documentation required by lenders, so be prepared to provide additional documents and information as required. There you have it. This is a very quick breakdown of the start of the mortgage process. These steps will have taken us from strangers over the phone to halfway through completing your mortgage. I hope you've gained some knowledge from this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
This has been the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast. If you like this episode, find more information and episodes on our Facebook and YouTube pages. If you'd like to be a guest or have a conversation you'd like to learn more about, let us know by messaging the show on Facebook. Thanks for listening.
I hope you enjoyed that shorter version of the podcast this week. If you enjoyed this or found it informative, please click that like button and share the video with all of your friends who are in the home buying process. I would love to discuss and answer any questions on how I may be of help to you on the wonderful journey that is home ownership. Find me at ronqmortgage.ca for all my contact details.